Alright fellas, what is up? Welcome back, and I'm back with pretty much almost a full match of Attack on Sanctum. It's not the entire match, because knowing me, I get put in the worst team imaginable, and we fail to kill the last boss, but we still get pretty far into it, so enjoy the gameplay. But fellas, welcome back. Now, if you haven't checked out my previous video, that is just kind of a quick gameplay on this map, so it's on the same Warzone map, but all I'm doing is I'm showing off the Grunt Goblin and the Wasp. So if you guys want to go check it out, the link will be in the description. But anyway guys, let's get straight into this. So we've got some gameplay on Attack on Sanctum, the new Warzone map that's been added in with the Warzone Firefight update. So what I want to talk to you guys about in this video is just kind of my overall opinions of the Warzone Firefight update. Is it worth our time? Is it good? So let's get straight into it, fellas. Now first off, of course it's good, fellas. We have 3 friggin' maps, 2 arena maps and 1 Warzone map as well. Heaps of new wrecks, heaps of new guns to use, the Halo 2 beam rifle, some new plasma rifle, cool as variants. So this DLC is jam-packed with content, and of course fellas, we have some new achievements as well, which is a very welcome addition to a Halo 5 update, which is awesome. What do you got? About half of them. There's still some score attack ones as well, and they added in score attack, which is kind of like a campaign bonus kind of scoring mode as well. So that is very cool. I actually haven't had a chance to really dive into that too much, but I will kind of the next day off because I've been working quite hard lately. But anyway, I'm back, and I thought I may as well hop on Halo 5, get some gameplay and kind of discuss some shit. So Attack on Sanctum, is this a decent map? Is it good? So let's dive straight into that, fellas. Now, it's a pretty cool looking map, I will agree. It is probably the coolest looking Warzone map that we have had in Halo 5 Guardians. Attack on Sanctum is obviously a really cool looking map. It's set on the elite homeworld St. Helios, the Swords of St. Helios. Now, speaking of swords, fellas, I've actually purchased the Jon Snow long claw sword from Game of Thrones that is being shipped to me over from America to New Zealand. Now, trust me to, in a Halo 5 video, bring up Game of Thrones, fellas. I love Game of Thrones, so I've ordered myself a long claw sword. Now, it's pretty much as close to a real sword as you can possibly get, but it's obviously not sharp, of course, so I cannot freaking wait for that to get here. I might make like a bonus video of me just unboxing that, kind of having a wee bit of a play around with that, because I freaking love swords, fellas. Swords are freaking cool. I prefer them to guns any day. They take way more skill to use. But oh my god, fellas, that is going completely way off track. In a Halo 5 video, me talking about Game of Thrones, oh my god, but I freaking love that show. So the Swords of St. Helios, back to the map set on St. Helios, the Attack on Sanctum. As I mentioned, it is a really cool looking map. It plays pretty well, but I've obviously only played it on Warzone Firefight. I haven't played it on normal Warzone, and obviously the new boss, the Grunt Goblin, can spawn on this map as well, so that's pretty cool. And it is an awesome looking map. It's got like cool setting, cool layout, some cool areas to go and explore, and it's a pretty big map. Like, it's probably one of the biggest Warzone maps that we have. Because how many do we have now? What, 6? 7? Heaps of Warzone maps now compared to launch, which is freaking cool. So there's quite a few Warzone maps now to play around with, which is pretty cool. And this new map is probably my favourite Warzone map in the game now. It is freaking cool to play on. So now that I've talked about the maps a bit, let's kind of discuss actually Warzone Firefight, how it plays, kind of how it feels compared to the beta. Now, in my beta, after the beta came out, I did like a wishlist thing about how I'd like the official release to be, and I actually mentioned that I would like it to be a bit harder. Now, it is harder, fellas. It is way freaking harder than it was in the beta. Now, some people are saying it's a wee bit too hard, but I actually have a counter argument to that. If you use communication, if you actually use good weapons and good vehicles on enemies, then you will take out the bosses. But if you're sprinting in there with like a pistol and an AR and try to take on Warden Eternal just one-on-one, that ain't gonna freaking happen, fellas. You ain't gonna win that gunfight. So obviously, if you guys have a few friends to play with, that would be freaking good. But even if you guys are just on game chat, just talk to people, say, hey, let's get a vehicle over here or get some good weapons over here, and you'll easily win the match. Like, I've probably lost more matches than I have won, but now I've kind of I found my flow in Warzone Firefight, fellas. I've found my flow, and now I kind of know what to do. Kind of the certain, I suppose, guns and certain vehicles to use on bosses. Like, for example, I'll give you guys a bang example. The Ghost, even if it's a normal Ghost, use that to completely trample enemy troops, and you will kill them instantly. Even elites, even some bosses, if you charge them with a Ghost, it will actually kill them, so that can easily clear out an area. And obviously weapons like fuel rod cannons are also really good at clearing out areas as well. And if you guys are having trouble trying to defeat the banshees that fly around, that can be freaking hard, I will admit that. So I've found that Spartan lasers are really good against banshees. 2 shots of a Spartan laser and you will take the banshee out. Also turrets from warthogs as well are really good. and I've actually found that quite a lot of stuff that's shit in normal Warzone is actually really good in Firefight, like the gun gooses, the normal ghost as I mentioned before for trampling troops, the Spartan lasers are actually really good in Firefight. So if I was you fellas, I would save them for Warzone Firefight. Now, my overall opinion of Warzone Firefight now, I've been kind of blabbering on for almost 6 minutes. Is it good? Is it bad? Fellas, it is freaking good. As I mentioned all the way back at the start of this video, it is freaking fun. Trust me, get amongst it. There's a heap of new achievements to get, heaps of new maps to play now. Even if you guys aren't a fan of Warzone and even Warzone Firefight, which I highly doubt because this game mode is freaking fun as hell, there obviously is a few new arena maps as well, some new armor to get, some new wrecks, and obviously all the HCS weapon skins as well. So there's a heap of good content to get amongst it in this DLC as well. And fellas, like all Halo 5 DLCs, it is free. And speaking of free fellas, Halo 5 Guardians is free from the 29th, so that was 2 days ago, to the 5th of July. So if you guys don't own Halo 5, be sure to go check it out and get amongst it, fellas, because this game is freaking sick. I can't see how people are still hating on this game. I don't get why, fellas. All the free content, the amazing game modes, the amazing, just the dedicated servers, everything about this game is just freaking good. I cannot see why people still hate on this game, but that's a discussion for another video. So Halo 5 is also half price during that time as well, because it's not permanently free. It's just kind of part of the free to play days. So if you guys don't own Halo 5, which I highly doubt because this is a Halo channel, so if you guys are watching this video and don't own Halo 5, that's kind of weird. But if you guys don't own Halo, it is half price as well and free to play for 5 days, so be sure to get amongst it, guys. But as always, be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. Stay safe, stay tuned, have a great day, have a great week, and I will see you fellas on the next one. Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
1 minute left.